Good morning. Good morning. We're back at it. It is Wednesday, 5 minutes, 6 minutes until the market opens. Let's just check out what happened yesterday. When we ended the video, we were inside of this red candle, or this green candle here was actually red. And this is where we sold our first loss of the week. We wanted to buy it, but we ended up jumping out because it was 10 o'clock and it was really, you know, no point in holding anything with that news that came out. The day ended pretty much at the lows, is where the day ended. And then overnight, we had just crazy action to the upside overnight. Struggled at the low, at our low, for about an hour or two. And then retested the 200 a few times and just shot through everything. Had some trouble at the 50 for a quick second, but shot through it. Market's opening up soon. It's kind of selling off, profit taking going on right now. Once again, I have no clue what's going to happen when the bell rings. I'm just going to trade the chart. Testing the 55 on the 1 minute. My expectations for today is for us to pull back probably to the 50, pull back to the 50 and run up to the high from there. Currently 7 out of 8. 7 out of 8 trades, $80. I wanted to scale yesterday. The market was acting wacky, so I didn't even scale. We just stayed at 10 cent. Actually reduced our lot size when that news came out, which was a good thing because we would have lost double if we would have stayed at if we would have stayed at 10 cents. But $80, yeah, I know $80 is not a lot, but you have to take into consideration that we're using small lot sizes, and I'm not really being aggressive like I usually am because I'm on video. So I'm trying to show you how to trade if you're just entering the markets. That's the goal for these videos. I want to show you how to avoid losses. A lot of these people think you need 25,000 a trade, or they think you have to, use 10,000 to make $100 a day, and it's just that's not the case, and that's not what's going on, especially in some of these other countries like Africa and some of the smaller European countries that has access to these markets. They don't have 10,000 USD. They don't have 25,000 USD in their accounts. So people thinking that you need a ton of money to trade, it's just a false perception, and it's something that I want to kind of debunk for people. So we're sticking with the $2,000 account. We're probably going to go back up to the 15 cent lot size just because we're up 400 points. We had this massive run. People are going to have to make decisions off of this run. So this is what we're going to just sit back and wait and hope we get some volume. So let's mark off some levels real quick. This seems like an interesting level right here. See if they take out this low. And then, of course, the current high of day would be an interesting level. Or you can even mark up right here. Looks like there's some resistance here to anticipate a break. Not much of a pullback. Let's wait our 2 minutes. Decent pop off of that level there. Not much. Look how tight the spread is today, though. People want to trade because of this run up. You got a nice tight spread. Going to test the 50. Another decent pop off that 50. I love trading off of this gold line too. Probably the most consistent level I've ever been able to create during trading. You're going to get reaction at that. I call it the cost average of that first 15 minutes of the day. You're always going to get a reaction there. Okay, here comes the new candle. Let's wait for a break of either side of this last candle before we put a trade in. Retesting the 100. Very, very slow, quiet open. Broke that high. See if we get a nice pullback off of that break. Not much of a pullback off of that break. See what this candle does here. All right, so I'm gonna buy. I'll buy that candle. See what happens here. Maybe we retest the high of day real quick. Or that's the high of yesterday. Maybe we retest that real quick and be able to make a few dollars off of that. Still have 15 seconds on this candle here. Break that. 2 seconds left. Looking for a breakthrough here. There's our break, decent break. See if we can get some follow through off of that. Take profit and just reset real quick. I want to see what happens at this high of yesterday. 'Thinkorswim's lagging today a little bit more than usual. That's a nice pop. Another nice pop. Pop right through the high. See if we get a nice pullback to get in. Decent pullback to enter. Okay, I'll buy that. Nice wick left behind there. See if we can take all that wick back real quick. Ten seconds left on this candle here. Retesting the 100. Decent pop. We need follow through though. It's so slow for a Wednesday. That's crazy. Wednesdays and Thursdays are usually better days. I know it's early, but it's a rough start. See if we can retake this high of that last candle. Still got 20 seconds left on this. We need a pop to retake this high. Retest this 55 moving average. Or even retest this green line. Retest this green line. You can, close this trade out and reduce your lot size for the rest of the day. Just trade off profits. Nice start to this candle. Kind of saw that coming too. We did have a ton of news this morning though. We had not a ton of news, but 8:30 we had some GDP news. 2 o'clock we got some Fed news. Pulling back on us here. We need a push. Minute and a half, we get a new 5 minute. Look at our 5 minutes, just all red. We're at the 50. We need a nice bounce back up to the high. That's what we're looking for. Volume starting to come in. We need to pop through this. Struggling at this 100 more than I would like to see. Every time it gets there, it pulls back. Here comes our new 5 minute. Tapped it and pulled back instantly once again. Nice pop up there. See if we can get some follow through. Get out of the structure. We can actually reduce our risk if we get in a profit, or reduce our risk by 5 cents. I would say we've been in this trade for too long, but nothing's happened. Nothing's really happened. So closing this trade and getting into another one really wouldn't have made any sense at all. Tap my line, pull it back instantly from my line. New minute coming up here. I do like how tight the spread is compared to yesterday, though. I will say that. That's the only thing keeping me in this trade is that nice tight spread. Hit my line again. Pull it back off of it. Doesn't want us to get into profit for some reason. All right, in profit now. I'm gonna take some off, just a little. Take a little off, shave it down, 10 cents. See what happens here. This is usually how the summer is in the markets. Low volume, people on vacation. This is usually the summer volume. Trading in the summer is slow. It's not necessarily bad to trade it because it is, kind of a little easier to deal with the drawdown because it's not moving too much. Not a lot of range going on. But it's not the summer yet, so it's a little surprising to see markets this slow. I'm gonna take another 5 cent off. We just been in this trade so long, and it's time to mark the chart up anyway. So I'll take another 5 cents here. Let this 5 cent just run while we mark the chart up. So we're still inside of yesterday's 15-minute level we created. This is gonna be today's. Take the high of that third candle or that first candle of the day, and then the low of that second candle, because that's as high as it went today and that's as low as it went today. So I'm pretty sure they're going to retest this white line before doing anything, and the white line kind of lines up with our green line too, that pre-market structure we drew. And of course these green lines are just visuals for you guys. I wouldn't put these on my chart. Just visuals for you guys of what I'm looking at. Pulling back, close this trade, see what they want to do. We're inside of all of the moving averages too, so that's usually a choppy area anyway. I like to be above or below these 3 moving averages. Futures haven't really moved, but the Dow Jones itself, the actual index, is moving pretty well. Futures seem a little confused about what's going on. Most of our watch list is green. Most of this watch list is green as well. Airlines. So you got some nice movement on the stocks. Some 5%ers. Facebook up 6%. Square's up almost 6%. Google's up 8%. That's a huge stock to be up that much. So we got some buyers coming to retest this white line here. That would be our sell. Couldn't even get there, but that would have been our sell, that high of today. We can buy this pullback. See if we can get back to the goal line for us to buy it. Candles are getting really small. Range is getting really tight. All right, so let's scale in. Let's scale in. Let's do a 5-cent buy. We'll do a 5-cent buy. And if it gets down to the gold line, we'll put another 5-cent buy in at the gold line if it gets down there. If not, who cares? But if it gets down there, we'll put another 5 cents in, double up. We'll be down, of course, but that will bring our price down. Don't even think we're going to get there to show you guys that example. Take that, and then I'll sell this white line. That may be a better example. Selling it here, and if it gets up there, we'll add $10 minutes left on the day on this video. Or you can add when you're in profit too. You can add when you're in profit. You can add when you're down. You're going to get people to say never add to losers. You're going to get people that, go small and then triple or double up at a certain level when it pulls back. There's a million different ways to trade these markets. You just have to find a way that makes you comfortable, because it's a lot to deal with for sure. I want to sell this 55. Almost there. Wait for a new minute. New candle here. So I'll sell the 55 here. You see our price moved up a little bit. Price moved up. We'll get in the profit quicker if it falls down. We can get out of this trade quicker if it falls down. Just get a nice pullback off this line real quick. Still time on this candle here. You can see it's moving up. We get a decent pullback off of it. Steady uptrend though. This was a nice uptrend. Broke through everything. See if they pull back. Once again, we wanted to take out this low. We wanted to take out this low of the last candle. That's exactly where our entry is. As soon as I started to speak, it ran back up, broke the high. That's what we don't want. We didn't want the high of that candle broken. This price action is just ugly today. Outside of the river, which are these three moving averages, outside of it, we would like to see it get back in here quick. Maybe a false break of getting out of this area. We're still up 463 points on the Dow already. And if we wanted to add another 5 cent, which I won't do, but if we wanted to add another 5 cents and make this a 15-cent lot, that would move this up to probably the moving average right now if we were to take that trade. But I won't. Need this to break. New 5-minute coming too. Ten seconds. I would like this candle to finish red. Finish red and get a nice pop down on that new candle. Look at this range though. Look at this range. Candles are so small compared to those first three. Everything's green pretty much. So we'll just hold this trade till 10 o'clock. Just hold it till 10 o'clock. Why not? We're in profit for the week. It's nothing to really, Being down $24, nothing to really sweat about. We'll just hold this trade these next 4 minutes. But I'll tell you right now, I do not like these candles. I don't like the volume being below average already. All right, 2 minutes left. I do think we could retest this 50 soon, though. We could definitely retest this 50. That would have been that would be a nice exit on this trade down here. The video is almost over though. Get ready to sell this break. $30 seconds. All right, 10 o'clock. I'm really not sure. I want to kind of hold this trade for a second, but I don't want these videos getting too long. I don't want this series getting too long. So I'm going to end this video, and then I'll try to get out of this trade at break even. And tomorrow we'll pick it back up. But I'm going to hold this trade just for a little while. So we'll get back to it tomorrow.